So in all this systemic risk, what do you see? I mean, how you manage to that systemic risk, because it is not your bank, your customer, your ATM. That era is over. Now somebody's customer, somebody's system, and my money. So it brings a lot of different risk altogether.
Absolutely. And current times of what better teacher one would have on risk management. Yeah. All formats of risk controls have a different relevance now. All formats. Work from home in fintech sector, financial services was a blasphemy. You would agree. Bank mein ghar se kaam karna is like, oof, how do you allow that? Sales meant field only, not sitting at home and doing sales. Marketing meant posters, banners. Audit in-person verification was the mandate, and audit meant that, right? Everything has changed. Last year and a half, too, that you see, everyone has managed it well. It's just not a challenge that is how do I say that everyone, not just about pay nearby. Look at every one of you. Aren't you a rock star in some or the other format? Aren't you a superhero? Each one attending this session who has survived and has come this far has done something fantastic. And all in fintech space, especially that we are, everyone has done something very differently. But if you get the basics right, one can pretty much handle most of the risks. The basics should be very clear. Like I said, a few things on the formula that we have. Someday, the things that we don't know of, how do we manage? I would co-author a book with you, Bharat Bhai, on the risks which are not manageable. But other than that, everything is manageable. With regard to the format setting, one thing is very clear. You have to upfront set rules before the launch. Two, you have to track the patterns and study them. It's like a it's like standard format. And more important that you saw during these times, speak to the industry members. No one is competition in such times. People stand and they work together.
Yeah.
So frameworks for frameworks, the digitization and automations have helped certainly very clearly. When in a manual environment, you would go berserk doing all these things. But here, a lot of things that you have put effort on, reconciliations, automations, refunds to the consumers, because when like UPI, the AEPS transactions started hitting the scale, a lot was not in place at very many banks, and NPCI and all partner banks stood together at the steering committee to help with that right intent to serve this tech oblivious segment. So things were on the fly coming and setting in, but everyone's right intents helped build a framework. Can we document it? I don't think. Is it replicable? Yes, it is, because it is ingrained in your way of doing business. So it's like truth has no two version. Risk framework does not need to be documented if you are very clear about what is right, what is wrong.
I think this is great. If I had to summarize in one line, so it's like, you have to sleep keeping your eyes open.